we are. We're in week number 2 of the party prep plan. I'm hoping that what you're seeing happening is each session building on the next. I understand that each workout looks easy. I think you found that once you get into them, they're not as easy as you think they are, which is a great thing. The challenge is moderate to difficult, but what I also really want you to pay attention to is that each session builds on the next. So that when you do a HIIT 3, and the next day you do a walk 4, those 2 workouts play on each other and create an effect of intensity that's going to get you to your goal in the long term. So hang in there and continue the progression and follow it as it's written. And if you haven't seen that gradual building of intensity yet, you will. This is treadmill 3, and it's a 1-mile run. Now, everyone knows I'm not great at running, so when I do my 1-mile run, I do my best. I get going at a moderate pace so that I don't intimidate myself and just stop. And then I'll run. Some days are good, some days aren't. On a good day, I can go a mile. On a hard day, say if my workout the day before was intense and I just don't have the energy, I'll pop off for a second. And then I play games. I say 10 seconds, back on. And then I get my mile out that way. However you do it, whatever works for you, just make it happen. So 1-mile run. What I do is I would leave the treadmill running, and your first interval off the treadmill, again, jump carefully, is a traveling lunge for 1 minute. What I'll do is I'll look at my timer there, and I'll go out for some lunges, and then I'll come back in for that 1 minute. If you have limited area, go ahead and do alternating lunges for 1 minute. The second exercise in that first segment is mountain climbers, my favorite. So you'll be down doing 1 minute of mountain climbers. Now this program calls for a 2-minute rest. The reason being is I want you to work as hard as possible in those 2 minutes prior to the rest. You'll come back to the treadmill refreshed somewhat, and you'll be able to go hard at it again. When you get down to the third segment, you're into split lunge jumps, which are, I don't know, they're hard for me on a good day. So after doing 1 mile, then a half a mile, and then a quarter mile, you get down to those split lunge jumps, you're going to be thankful that you had those 2-minute rests. So here I am going at my second segment in the treadmill 3 program, and it's a half-mile run. If you're a runner, if you're a sprinter, you want to go at it, I work hard, but I want to come back to this program the next day. So if I'm doing it and I start hating it, you know, I'm not going to be able to sustain that work. So I guess what I'm trying to say is work as hard as you can. There you go. Second segment calls for 1 minute jump squats. And again, the dreaded mountain climbers. Two-minute rest, and and then you're back for your quarter-mile run. Last segment on the treadmill, you might find it really hard, but it's short and sweet, so you gotta suck it up and be a big girl and do it. Quarter-mile run, you're off, and you're doing your split lunge jumps. One minute of mountain climbers. And treadmill 1, treadmill 3 is done for the day. All right? Okay, let's just go over the exercises for core number 3. It calls for 10 frog leg crunches, 10 starfish crunches, 10 stiff leg lifts, and 20 flutter kicks. So, frog leg crunch. Support your low back, press down and support. The soles of your feet are placed together, and you're just going to lift here. Small movement, working deeply. All right? Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. I'd rather see you here with a small movement that's working deeply as opposed to something that's flying up in the air and uncontrolled, okay? As you get stronger, you will lift higher, okay? You will build to that level. Don't push it. Starfish crunch is really an unsupported movement for your low back, so be careful with this one. You may begin, well, this is the whole thing. Extend it out, starfish fashion, and rock and roll it up. All right? And then back down and out. Rock and roll it up and out. Starfish. If you need to come right here to begin, or just here, all right? Modify to a level that challenges you, all right? So here you go again for your starfish, all the way down and out, and all the way up. And control it back out. Use your modifications as you fatigue. You've got to go through this one 3 times, so you'll be using modifications. Stiff leg lift. I like to support my low back no matter. I don't have a problem with my low back, but I support it. Extend it here and lift. You can add a little hip lift at the end, control down, and lift, and extend down. Modification here would be a bent leg, and not lowering so far to the floor, all right? Keeping your low back in contact with the floor for good support. As you get stronger, your low back will get stronger, and you can just extend those legs out every once in a while to see as your strength builds. And the last one is a flutter kick. Extended legs, flutter. Stabilizing core, okay? You're not flying around here and just wild. This core is stable and strong. As the legs move to throw it off balance, your abdominals have to work hard to keep you stable. Again, bent leg, flutter kicks, and rest and relax. In between sets, you might want to bring your low back up and off the floor to stretch out your abdominal group. Bring it back down into a flat, low back press into the floor, and begin again with your frog crunches, lift, which is basically a reverse crunch, right? And then a full starfish to a double leg lift. And to a flutter kick. Good job. Give those a go. Write to me if you have questions. And have a great week. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.